Anxiety can be absolutely horrible if you do not have the right mindset. Too many people do not, and therefore lose a lot of hours. If you want to get rid of your anxiety, this right here is what can control you. My name is Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer. I talk about fitness. I talk about a lot of other stuff because I've lived through it. I believe personally that you can get through your anxiety, depression, and everything else, and your disabilities to be better, stronger, and then better than you ever can. All right, so this part of it came in. It came in from an Instagram question. How do you stay so calm lots of the times? What is your mindset? We talk a lot about mindset in the influencer business. We talk a lot about different mindsets and things that we can what we can do to be able to stay focused, whatever we can do to do things. Like I've talked before, I have anxiety. I am anxious and I'm scared about something every single day. There's something that gets me. But what is it for me? And the question came through, how do I personally do it? Okay. So we have our mantras, the mantra of, this will be all right, and this too shall pass, and things like that. Mine personally, everything is temporary. That's it. It passes. Things pass on. The good and the bad. There's two sides to that, okay? The good stuff is the fact that you are going to be, experiencing quite joyful things in your life. It might be, a great date with your partner. It might be a wonderful time you're having with your significant other. It might be that amazing amount of food. But it's not going to be forever. There are times when you're going to eat food and you're like, oh my God, why did I eat that? And there are times your significant other, it's not going to be a great day. You're not going to have the great day. We're all human. It's not that you hate the person. It's just Jesus. All right. Oh, man, I got to apologize. I got to do something or whatever. You get the point. But what we got to do is we got to realize this. The good will not stick around. The bad will not stick around. So my philosophy is you have that good. That good's not going to stay. So hold on to that. Try to learn, why is this good? What happens? What did I say to create a great mood? What did I say in order to do that right thing? How did I feel? What was the smell? If I had something bad, that bad feeling, okay, this is gonna pass. That gassy feeling that you have if you ate a really bad amount of food, that's gonna pass. We hope. Pass the gas. But also, you are going to feel a lot better when you realize that this thing is not forever, okay? We talk specifically, if you have watched this as a parent, I know some of my parents watch this. As you are, if you see this with kids, let me talk to your kids for a moment. Okay, you might feel that there's a chance that you're gonna have a good day or you're gonna have a bad day, and you're like, oh, these kids made fun of me. My entire life is ruined. It's not. It absolutely is not. It's people will move on to something else or they'll say something and then you'll think of something, but it's your particular approach that you have when you say to yourself, self, this is not going to be forever. I remember very, very, very clearly when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, when I was in elementary, pretty much my entire childhood, dreading school because of bullies or something. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with the bullies. I don't want to deal with them. Oh, they're just going to do this, they're going to do that. What do they do? It's going to pass. Like, it's not going to be forever. You're going to go home. Like, eventually, at the end of the day, you're going to go home. It's going to be fine. You move on. Like, you move on here. So, it's just realizing everything is temporary, but you've got to take two approaches to it. So we'll break that down. When it's good, like you eat that really good amount of food, like good food, this really great conversation. What I like to do is I like to pay attention to the smell. What does the area smell like? And since your sense of smell is the closest tied to your memory, so whenever you smell something and you're like, that's good. And whenever you might smell it again or come across it, you're like, oh, okay. And immediately it'll trigger a good memory and put you in a good mood. Like when I was in Italy, one of the things I did was I tried to kick up as much dirt as I could so I could smell the area. And I paid attention as we went to a lot of coastal cities, especially when we were in Venice. The smell of salt water has always put me in an amazing mood. So like, saltwater smell. This is nice. This is nice. Alright, I didn't even think about it right now. Actually, please see it automatically puts a smile on my face. So when things are bad, you deal with that bully. You've had an argument with your boss. It will pass. It's just, not to pay attention to, but pay attention to the situation and what can you learn from it. Especially if you've had an argument with your boss, or maybe your jeans don't fit, or since this is a fitness channel, maybe you had a bad day at the gym. Let's break down what happened and see what we can do to learn from it, but it is not going to be forever. There was a time I was at this gym. It was the first gym I actually really committed to. And I walked out, I sat on this bike. I'm biking along, just doing my thing. Stand up, and my backside just ripped. Like, completely ripped open. I wasn't wearing any underwear. I can't tell you why I wasn't wearing underwear, but my hindquarters was shown to probably about 15 people behind me at that time. So I pulled my pants up and I ran into the locker room. And I went, oh no. And my 7th grade teacher he saw me, not for the back end, but he saw me from the front end as I was running, and I changed quickly, and he went, Nick, what's the matter? I went, well, I gave about 15 people a show, and they're not going to pay. And I just started laughing. He still didn't know what I was talking about, but it was, it was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It was really funny. Oh, man. Oh, wow. So, there's the thing. There's the mantra. Everything is temporary. I'd like you to go ahead now. Put in the comments below when you're seeing this video. What will you do to realize things are temporary? What are situations that might have been better with that mindset? And what's your own mindset getting through anxiety? As always, the climb. Check you in that video right there, and I'll go ahead and see you there as well.